Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot.
Hi everybody and welcome to today's Chinese pod lesson. I'm Joe.
大家好，欢迎来到中文播客，我是庆林。
In today's lesson, we are going to tell you how you can talk to somebody that you don't know. So in the dialogue, you will hear the word for lady or miss.
姑娘，
Another word you will hear is the word for very.
非常。
So make sure you listen out for these words in our dialogue and let's check it out now.
姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。
So here this lady dropped or forgot some of her belongings. Before we discuss the content of the dialogue, let's check it out line by line.
Hey, Tom!
Oh, Tammy, how's it going?
Ni hao, ni hao. How's your Chinese coming along?
Well, I gave up.
真的吗? Chinese pod no longer?
Well, really, I was so busy, I didn't have the time.
Not the time. You don't have 90 seconds per day?
90 seconds?
Yes, 90 seconds. So you did not try Chinese Pod Recap? This app you can insert your learning experience whenever you have even just a little window of time.
90 seconds are enough to go through bite-sized pieces and recap your lessons in Chinese Pod Recap, the app for busy learners that want to use little breaks to refresh what they learned. Chinese Pod Recap synchronizes to your phone so you have what's relevant for you available even if you have no internet connectivity, like on planes or in the deepest tunnels of the New York subway.
姑娘，这是你的吗？
Miss, is this yours?
姑娘，这是你的吗？
Miss, is this yours?
姑娘，这是你的吗？是我的。
That's mine.
是我的。
That's mine.
是我的。非常谢谢你。
Thank you so much.
非常谢谢你。
Thank you so much.
非常谢谢你。不用谢。
No need to thank me.
不用谢。
No need to thank me.
不用谢。
So the lady here dropped something on the floor while walking, and then the guy tries to get her attention and says, Miss.
姑娘，姑娘。
We use this word to refer to younger women in general. We have another word that refers to younger women as well. What was that?
小姐。
This one, refers to younger women as well, but maybe a little bit more polite.
更有礼貌。
What else could we maybe hear in this situation?
女士。
Okay, where would we maybe hear this word?
在飞机上。
On the plane?
在酒店里。
Or in a hotel? And who would say it?
服务员。
Ah, okay. So it's more like a term that is used by service staff that wants to talk to customers. So on an airplane or something, it's like, oh, Mrs., Miss. So way more polite. I know another one that you can sometimes hear or use, which is beautiful girl.
哦，美女。
And we can use this either when you want to be more flirtatious or funny with somebody, and even in a restaurant as well, like in the service. If you are calling for example, the waiter or something, and you want to make her maybe a little bit more happy so that she is nicer to you, that's when you can say this.
美女。我还有一个帅哥。
Okay, now we're changing the gender. So now we have here handsome guy. And you can use this similarly like in a flirtatious or funny manner, or for maybe service staff that you want to make happy so that they are nicer to you. If you want to be a little bit more polite, you could of course say Mr. as well. How do we say this in Chinese?
先生
And if you don't really know what to say because I don't know, maybe you're afraid that you guessed the age wrong or you just simply don't know what to say, you can always refer back to this, oh, excuse me.
不好意思
So, but here it was a lady and the guy was like, Miss, is this yours?
姑娘，这是你的吗？
You can see that this is a question because there's a question particle in the end, which is ma. And of course, here's some other words as well. The first word is this,
这
which here comes together with the verb to be.
是
So this together would mean this is.
这是
And this is then followed by two other characters that together mean your or yours.
你的，你的，
And this is actually just the pronoun you
你
plus another particle. And this particle here, the, in the end indicates that something is a possession of something. So this is here a possessive particle that makes you to your or yours. And of course, you can do this with other pronouns as well. So you could say his,
他的，
which is he and the, or theirs,
他们的，
which is they and the. And of course, you can say mine,
我的，
which is I and the. And this is what the lady here says then as well, because she said, yeah, that's mine.
是我的，我的，
So this here would be mine. And of course, you can use these mine or my in this case together with nouns as well. So if you put a noun after this 我的, it becomes my something. If there's no noun, then it's just mine. So here, so far, we actually don't know what she dropped because it was clear from like just showing. So they were just like yours and mine. But what do you think? Did she actually drop?
钱包，
Oh yeah, maybe a wallet.
钥匙，
Oh, very important. Keys.
护照，
Oh, yeah, possibly like a passport. So maybe we can practice this a little bit, like this difference in Chinese between my and mine or your and yours, by adding or not a noun to it. And let's assume you think that I dropped something. How would you maybe ask me?
帅哥，这是你的钥匙吗？
Oh, you got my attention with the 帅哥. Okay, my keys, yeah. 是我的,
这是你的护照吗？
是我的.
这是你的垃圾吗？
My trash? No, that's not mine. How would I say this?
不是我的。
Okay, so here we add a 不 in the front. This means no. Of course, I am glad that I got some of my things back and that women in the dialogue is very glad as well. And she's like, oh, thank you so much.
非常谢谢你，
So here we have a word that you may know already, which is thank you,
谢谢，
which is accompanied by a word that kind of intensifies this thank you, which means very.
非常，
A lot of students of Chinese Pod tell us while they love to speak and listen to Mandarin, they are a bit intimidated to learn how to read and write in it because of the complexity of Chinese characters. That's why we created the 66 Characters series. Try it and see for yourself.
非常，
And some of you may know another very, which is,
很，
but this 非常 is a little bit more intense, so it's maybe on a higher degree than 很. Okay, and we can maybe sometimes find this with, like, I'm terribly sorry as well, like with very sorry.
非常抱歉，
And of course, you can pair this up with many other adjectives. What else could you maybe think of?
非常可爱，
Ah, super cute.
就非常帅，
Ah, super handsome.
非常有意思，
And very interesting. So our young woman here is very grateful and says, thank you so much. And the guy then answers, you're welcome or no need to thank me.
不用谢，不用谢，
And this actually builds up from a shorter version from this thank you.
谢
together with no need.
不用
And we do find this 不用 in Chinese very often, and this is a very commonly used phrase. And for instance, what else could you think of?
不用客气
Oh yeah, like no need to be polite.
不用担心
No need to worry. So this you can use when you wanna, I don't know, cheer up a friend or something. After discussing all the details, let's go back to the dialogue again.
姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。姑娘，这是你的吗？
是我的，非常谢谢你。
不用谢。
In today's lesson, you guys have learned how to address somebody that you don't know using Miss.
姑娘，还有美女、
This would be beautiful girl
帅哥、
and handsome guy. Additionally, we have talked about the possessive particle the to express things like my and mine or your and yours. So now you are able to say my wallet, for example.
我的钱包，
Or is this yours?
这是你的吗？
So if you have any questions on today's content or want to build some sample sentences on your own, you can leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for joining us today.
非常谢谢你们，
My name is Joe.
我是庆林，
下次见，拜拜。
拜拜。
Now, here's a vocabulary recap.
姑娘，
Miss.
这
This.
你的，
Your or yours.
我的，
My or mine.
非常
Very.
不用谢。
No need to thank me.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 4313. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/4313 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/4313.
Chinese Pod, Chinese Pod.